Right.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
It's time for a little talk with everyone. So how are you doing, Morton?
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Actually, wanted to talk. Medical matters. Aware that mission is dangerous. Different species react differently to stress. Aware you come by a great deal. Have had other species become attracted to me before. Awkward. Not interested.
You've had members of other species make a pass at you?
Constantly. Very awkward. Skin tone apparently attractive by Turian standards. Subset of Krogan sexual deviants enjoy Solarian flexibility. More cartilage and skeletal structure. Asari offers intriguing, actually. Wonder why. Transspecies pheromones unlikely to work. Must be neurochemical.
I don't feel that way about you either, Morton. But thank you for bringing it up.
Good. Appreciate clarification. Cross-species body language. Awkward. Movements of your lower eyelids suggestive by Solarian standards. Glad you stopped by. Cleared the air.
Yeah, thanks for that, Morton. Okay, we can research all this, so why not? More damage tech. Makes our weapons more deadly. Armor. Tech cooldowns. Ship enhancement. The Phalanx cannon. Turret designed Phalanx magnetic hydrodynamic cannon is now installed on Normandy. This cannon is powerful enough to destroy a collected ship with repeated hits. It's actually reverse engineered based on the technology obtained from Sovereign by the Turian scavengers after the Battle of the Citadel. Why not put one of those on the ship? If you look at the diagram here, see now we have a N88 cannon in blue, showing that it's been upgraded. Could come in handy. Just saying. Now, Kasumi, what do you have to say about everything that's been going on?
People are talking out there, and I hear it all. It must have been really hard for Samara to ask you to help kill her own daughter. She told me she really appreciated your help. As hardcore as she is, I'm not sure she could have done it without you. I'm glad to hear Thane and his son are back in touch. It'll be hard, but I think they'll be fine. I'm not really sure what to do with myself. Not much call for thievery aboard a ship.
Okay. Did have a few things to say.
Do you need something?
Have a few minutes to talk?
If you wish.
The last time we talked, you started speaking about a past event as if you were watching it.
Drell have perfect memories. We can relive any moment in our lives with perfect clarity. It's difficult to control at times. Some of us disappear into, let's call it solipsism.
What do you mean, solipsism?
When a memory feels as real as life, it's as valid as life. Thinking about a moment brings back the smell of cut grass, the warmth of another's hand on yours, the taste of another's tongue in your mouth. Wouldn't you rather lose yourself in such a memory than spend the night alone, staring at walls of metal and plastic?
Isn't that a rather personal memory to talk about?
Forgive me. Lately I've spent a great deal of time reviewing my life. I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable.
Isn't there a risk that you could lose yourself in bad memories as well?
Of course. Remembering the times I've taken bullets is unpleasant. But I can look at my knee and see it's not shattered. The memories that are hard to escape are those of despair.
You can remember everything that happened in your life?
Nearly. I expect if we remember the birth trauma, we'd never recover from it.
You can relive every assassination you've ever made?
In perfect detail. Every mistake I made. Every target's last breath.
You don't seem to feel guilty.
Why should I? My employers killed them. My body was only the tool they used. If you kill a man with your gun, do you hold the gun responsible?
Your body doesn't make the decision to shoot, your mind does. You make the choice to kill.
When someone aims a gun at you, you pull your trigger. You don't think. It's reflex. Any combat training conditions the body's reflexes. My training was very thorough. Drell minds are different from humans. We see our body as a vessel, and accept that it is not always under our control.
So if I shot you dead right now, a Drell court wouldn't convict me?
You'd be guilty because you chose to shoot me. If my reflexes caused me to draw and fire when I saw your gun come up, I would be innocent. Humans often believe in a soul distinct from the body. A spirit responsible for moral reasoning that lives on after the body's death. Our belief is just a bit more literal.
The last time we talked, you remembered one of your assassinations. Something about sunset-colored eyes?
That time. Laser dot trembles on the skull. Spice on the spring wind. Sunset eyes, defiant in the scope. A bystander noticed my spotting laser and threw herself between me and the target. She couldn't see me, but she stared me down.
It was odd that you just blurted that out. Just another vivid Drell memory?
No. She was a vivid person.
Did you take the shot?
Not that day.
I should get back to my duties.
Shepard, I appreciate these chats we have.
Haven't had a chance to speak to a Drell before. It's been fascinating.
I doubt many humans have. There are only a few 100,000 of us left after all. I won't keep you.
Okay. Now for Samara.
Morinth haunted my dreams and waking hours equally. For the first time in 400 years, I am free. I am a ruined vessel of sorrow and regret, but I am free. It is not a feeling I can describe.
Was it worth it?
It was never a question of worth, but of need. I had to take the action I did, as did she. This was never a story that would have a happy outcome.
You did your duty. What about your feelings?
One of my daughters is dead. My hopes, my dreams were all bound up in my children. Still, my feelings have always come after my duty. The same is true of you.
You said that Morinth was a monster, but she was still your daughter.
She was the strongest and smartest. She would not accept the injustice thrust upon her. She fought to the end. I am so proud of her, Shepard.
Killed her for being what she was.
And I would again. But I also know what it means to leave everything behind and fight. Do you realize that she went on the run at the age of 40? I do not know human years well, but it is very young for Asari.
What will you do now that Morinth is gone?
Assuming I survive your mission, I am a Justicar. Injustice still exists, and perhaps even other Ardat Yakshi.
Morinth claimed that her condition was the future of the Asari race.
Morinth would say anything that served her cause. Ardat Yakshi are sterile, Shepard. That wouldn't be a particularly viable future for my people.
I thought Ardat Yakshi were extremely rare.
Asari have spread to many worlds. There are remote regions with no government oversight. If I travel to those worlds, and they do exist, I will find them.
There's no way to correct the condition Morinth had?
We are an advanced species, but we don't have magic. When the trait manifests at maturity, it is too late for mitigation. It only occurs in purebloods like myself. Perhaps that is the root of the stigma regarding Asari-exclusive pairings. I don't know.
You don't want to settle down?
I did. I returned to my homeworld and tried to start a family. I will fight and struggle all my life. That is my fate. When I die, it will not be in bed. I am at peace with that.
You still control the direction of your life.
I have chosen this path. I truly am at peace, due in no small part to you.
Well, that's nice to know. With that seems to be resolved enough, as it could be at least.
Rupert, there's something different with tonight's meal. Seems like you put in more food and less ass.
Yeah, keep talking.
What about you, Garrus?
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Sure, just killing time anyway. I wanted to thank you again for your help with Sidonis. Whatever happens with the Collectors or the Reapers or whoever else comes after us, I know you'll get the job done.
You actually think we'll find something worse than Collectors or Reapers?
I like to expect the worst. There's a small chance I'll be pleasantly surprised.
One way or another, we'll get the job done.
I tell you I'm skeptical, but Saren doubted you, and it didn't go well for him. It's strange going into a suicide mission on a human ship. Your people don't prepare for high-risk operations the way Turians do.
I thought you'd be used to high-risk operations on human ships. I mean, think about trekking Saren to Ilos.
Sure, but that was quick. We raced out, landed, blew up some Geth, and saved the galaxy. This time we've got Miranda and Cerberus and that AI all telling us what we're up against. I think I preferred blind optimism.
Do you ever regret leaving CSEC or the Turian military?
Not for a minute. When it comes down to it, Shepard, I don't think I'm a very good Turian. When a good Turian hears a bad order, he follows it. He might complain, but he knows his place. I just don't see the point in staying quiet and polite. Not when the galaxy is at stake.
Honestly, Garrus, what do you think our chances are?
Honestly, the Collectors killed you once, and all they did is piss you off. I can't imagine they'll stop you this time. But an unmapped area, advanced technology, and the Collectors. We're going to lose people. No way around that. Not a happy analysis, I know. Don't worry. I won't spread it around. And I'm with you regardless.
How do Turian crews get ready for high-risk missions?
With violence, usually. Turian ships have more operational discipline than your alliance, but fewer personal restrictions. Our commanders run us tight, and they know we need to blow off steam. Turian ships have training rooms for exercise, combat sims, even full-contact sparring. Whatever lets people work off stress.
You mean Turian ships have crewmen fighting each other before a mission?
It's supervised, of course. Nobody's going to risk an injury that interferes with the mission, and it's a good way to settle grudges amicably. I remember right before one mission, we were about to hit a Batarian pirate squad. Very risky. This recon scout and I had been at each other's throats. Nerves, mostly. She suggested we settle it in the ring.
I assume you took her down gently?
Actually, she and I were the top-ranked hand-to-hand specialists on the ship. I had reach, but she had flexibility. It was brutal. After 9 rounds, the judge called it a draw. There were a lot of unhappy bettors in the training room. We ended up holding a tiebreaker in her quarters. I had reach, but she had flexibility. More than one way to work off stress, I guess.
I think Garrus told that story just so he could use that line. And this leads into the romance, which is hilarious and appropriate in some cases, but not this character, unfortunately, as much as I want to hear Garrus's dialogue on this, and some Shepard's as well. I'm afraid it's goodbye at this point.
Thanks for the talk, Garrus. I'll see you later.
Sure thing.
And that's all the conversations Garrus has in the game, and I've no idea why they didn't record at least another couple. The returning squad mate and all. Tally has a couple more, I think. But, oh yeah, we got the crewmen in here. We'd like to converse with each other.
I just got a message from my wife. I've been listening to my daughters giggle over and over.
That's so cute.
When this mission is over, I'm gonna give her the longest hug she's ever had.
You're dead. You know, it's like any war movie, any situation like that. If the guy says, I can't wait to get back to my family, he's going to die. If he says something like, yeah, once this is all over, I'm going to settle down with my wife on our Iowa potato farm, then you know they're going to die. It's a sad fact of fiction, but that's just how it goes.
This mission takes me back. One time we were trying to clear out this gun nest outside a base on Vatar. Nothing we did even made a dent in that thing. Someone had the bright idea to kidnap a local girl, strap grenades on her, and make her go seduce the guy in the bunker. Terrible thing, I tell you. Well, she went up there, knocked on the door, and nothing. Grenades never went off. But the guy stopped shooting, and we snuck by. Never found out what happened.
Innovative tactic, Zaid. Yeah.
You smoke, Shepard? Don't. That stuff will kill you. Knew a kid once. Weapons dealer. Probably half your age. Bastard smoked too close to a cache of explosives. Tossed a butt, blew himself sky high. I should let you go. Talk more later, Shepard.
Alright, more bizarre and horrifying stories from Zaid. There's quite a stock of them.
Shepard,
Just checking in. How are you doing?
I'm branching out. Got a list of enemies now. They all give me joy when I picture cutting them, crushing them. There's this one imprint, a Solarian with the... what are they? The things on his head pulled apart? Bet it caused a generation of revenge. What is that, a few weeks for them? So what did you want?
Don't wear yourself out on someone else's memories. We've got our own bad guys to fight.
Your enemies are my enemies. We'll shove the Collector's claws where a dark sun can't shine, and they will deserve it. I won't disrespect their strengths by doing less than the worst to them.
That's the kind of thinking that will save a galaxy.
You make it possible, Shepard. You're my battle master. You give me purpose. That's what makes Krogan feared soldiers, and not animals. Lead well, Shepard. You have my respect.
Hey, we have the respect of a homicidal maniac. One of the two on board ship. It's a start, I suppose. Ah, no, really, we like Grunt. He's a big baby, really. All confused about his place in the world. Any messages? Wow, quite a few. Operative data filed. Have logged and begun description of data you've recovered from Eclipse based on Lorik. Illicit operation in which Cerberus was involved over the past 5 years. Wow, should this information be released, it could severely hinder Cerberus' ability to operate openly in the galaxy. It'll take me a year or more to completely decrypt this information. Wow, that is heavy encryption if it's taking ED that long. Save an important request for later. Thank you from my daughter. So it's Diana saying thanks that we killed Morton, which is nice to hear. Barely letting us know that Kolyat's new post is working out. Okay, that's good. Now, an important request from Mr. Ganak Edgehal Esquire. Dear Sir or Madam, having consulted my colleagues at the Citadel, I have the privilege to request for your assistance to a transfer of a large amount of Prothean technology uncovered at Ilos. Believing these materials to be a hazardous danger, they were locked in quarantine. Even though the test revealed that the fears are groundless, the quarantine remains in effect until one can pay for a permit to request reclassification from the Cultural Ministry. Knowing of your interest in Prothean technology, I am happy to deliver most of it into your hands, keeping less than half for myself. As a Batarian, I cannot engage in council or official activities, but if you transfer the 20,000 credits required to me, this exchange could be made in your name, enabling us both to profits from this happy accident. Please reply urgently with your credit card transfer account information. Best regards, Ganak Edgehal. And next up is a letter from a Hanar prince who needs to transfer some money from his Swiss account to... no, yeah. Classic scam, that. But anyway, on that light-hearted note, I leave you with 3 more loyalty missions resolved and a couple of sundry quests tidied up, and hope you enjoyed watching that. Next time, probably jobbing around the galaxy with a loyalty mission thrown in. Not quite sure what I'm going to do. Be how the mood takes me.